Never take your eyes off your opponent, even when you bow.
This is Ash Hawkins and Mr. Brett Show. Ash Hawkins and Mr. Brett Show. Ash Hawkins, what's good, man? What's good?
What's fucking good? www.realvisionradio.com. The Ash Hawkins and Mr. Brett Show. We are on, baby.
That's right. We on.
We are on. And tonight's topic is, do you support your black businesses?
Before we get to that.
Yes.
Before we get to that,
we're going
to get to that a little later. But right now, I got to have a rant because...
And remember, you got to remember, too, after your rant and after the topic, I got a new segment for y'all. You know, tonight's a new segment, Mr. Bread. It's called 3 Questions for Mr. Bread.
Yeah.
3 questions for Mr. Bread. Stay tuned, y'all. Call in whenever you feel like it. We need to talk to y'all. 347-450-1742. The Ash Hawkins and Mr. Bread Show on realvisionradio.com.
Yeah, definitely. But right now, I have to have this little rant because I don't know if you understand what's going on in other countries, and maybe some of y'all don't give a shit. But I want to talk about it anyway. It's about little girls in other countries being married off. And this is the problem I have. You know, I can't speak for everybody else, but this is the problem I have. All right, they have these women, these little girls married to grown ass men. You know, so you know that. Come on, that makes no sense at all, right there. But what makes me shake my head and be like, "What are you talking about?" Is the reasons why they do it. They said some people in the country say that the reason why they do that is because the fact that they want to make sure that the little girls don't wind up having sex before they get married. They wind up going and having these little boys, you know, touch them, grab them, and wind up, you know, what we call, you know, holding them out before they can even get a chance to even put a ring on the finger. Now, here's my problem here. I understand that you know we want women in all society to wait until they're married and to have sex. That's come on. We already know that already. You know, and the women go out there and start having sex with different type of men. You know, we always automatically call our names and stuff like that. But they said that that's the excuse of why they got men marrying these women, these little girls. So you telling me that the only way you can stop little girls from becoming whores is to marry them off to grown men? You see what I'm getting at right here? Tell me how that makes sense. In America, that we call child molestation. They call statutory rape. Now, maybe in those countries, maybe it's the norm, but I just don't understand. You know what? That's the reason. So to keep them into having sex in a marriage, you have them marry grown men. That, I mean, huh? That.
Yeah, Mr. Bread. I totally agree with you, dog. It's a bizarro world, man. You gotta remember, Mr. Brett, it's a bizarro world, and there's a lot of injustices being committed today.
Yeah.
So you just gotta keep that in mind, dog. Continue, dog.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know, that to me makes no sense, and it would never make any sense to me. You know, it just won't. I could see if they at least said, "Oh, well, maybe we get 2 little kids get married, like another boy, like a little boy and a little girl." That makes more sense, even though they shouldn't let that happen either. But that makes more sense if you worrying about the little girl's virginity. Okay, you worrying about her not becoming sexual active before she married. You get her little boy to marry off with. No. Instead, they give the grown men. I mean, come on. And then they say something about because financial reasons and all that. Man, listen, man. Let these girls go to school and get an education, and they can make their own money. Simple and plain. All right. I saw one girl, 11-year-old girl, talking about she would kill herself if her parents married her off. She ran away from home. I mean, this is ridiculous. Like this is bizarre world, Ash Hawkins. You know, it's weird. It's very weird. I mean, all right, I understand that we want to value a woman's body. I have no problem with that. But when it gets to the point when you start doing some dumb shit to make it to keep it that way, that's when I have a problem. When you ain't thinking about it twice. You know, when you're doing dumb shit like this. You know, come on. There's women out there these men can marry. Let them deal with grown women. You know, and on top of that, what do you set an example for the little boys? Because if you marry off these little girls to grown men, that means the little boys that's their age is basically waiting around to be sexually active until they become grown. And now what you turn them into is when they become grown men, it's the same type of men that you doing that you married off these little girls with. So now you got little boys who basically gonna be waiting until they become grown men to marry little girls. And the cycle gonna keep going on and on. To me, I don't agree with that. That's just my opinion. You know, I'm not in that country, but the bottom line is, this is the type of shit that really. This is the reason why I don't pay attention to all the other nonsense. Why I don't pay attention to things that people think that we should be paying attention to. You know, this is one reason why. You know, another reason I'm making a rant. Another reason why I get sick and tired of a lot of men talking about certain things that makes no sense, or it does make sense, but basically it's not worth talking about. Here's another thing that happened today. Some lady posted up about some woman that was 50 years old who was gang raped and assaulted by by teenagers. And she said something about, I saw a survivor of rape and assault today. She was 50 years old and she was gang raped and assaulted by teenagers a couple of weeks ago. I was so disgusted what men would do for sex. Well, not all men, but she said what men would do for sex. It is never that. It's never that serious. Children, senior citizens, adult women it's just sad. Sexual assault against women is an international issue. When are men going to learn to value and respect women? Well, that's not happening no time soon. You know why? Because too many men are worrying about the next nigga how he wears fucking pants. That's why it would never happen soon. You know, I hear more men talk about that than talk about some other men raping, sexually assaulting women. That's the problem I have. That's the problem I have. So while you worrying about how some other guy was wearing tight jeans, there's some other men out there that's gang raping women. And this is why I have a problem with it. I remember it was a guy today that asked me, that was telling me about, oh yeah, the guy's wearing his pants. Now I said, yo, I'm not concerned about that, man. I said, I'm concerned about that rapist that live in this neighborhood, that be living in these neighborhoods, and the child molesters. Yeah, I understand, but you know, other countries, I don't care about other countries right now. I want to, you know what I'm saying? I want to, you know, unless you're talking about the type of thing I was talking about earlier, I don't want to hear about that. Yeah, you know, in other countries, if they saw you wearing dressed like that, they would kill you. I said, yeah, well, okay, fine. But the bottom line is, to me, I don't see that as an issue. I see what's going on right here as an issue. This right here is an issue. 50-year-old woman, and you got teenage boys gang raping her. This is what we need to focus on more when it comes to other men, not tight jeans. All right? We need to worry about the men who's out there to do harm to our women and children. That's what we need to worry about. And she's hitting on the head. When they going to learn? It's not going to learn. You know, and it's sad because I'm a man myself, as you can see. And, well, you can't see me, but as you can hear, I don't want to be lumped in with these knuckleheads. I don't want to be lumped with these rapists. But this is what happened because we don't focus on this no more. We don't focus on these guys. We don't tell them. We don't straighten these guys up. No, we trying to straighten up the guys who basically got the pants hanging down, tight jeans. We want to straighten them guys out because it look gay. Okay, whatever. It looks gay. Whatever. But at the end of the day, those guys ain't a problem to the community. These guys right here, the guys gang raping, they're a problem to the community. They're a problem to society. Those type of guys that I worry about. Like I said last week. Got to straighten up our act, guys. There's more important things than just that. Than somebody how somebody dressed. That's something that's not. You can talk about it, but it's not even an issue to bring up on Facebook and Twitter and all this nonsense. I see more of that guys talking about that more than guys talking about the criminals and all that in the community, especially the ones who sexually assault the women and children. Since I've been on Facebook, I've never seen that one. I didn't see like one guy besides myself. One guy put the men that like to sexually assault women on blast. Only one besides myself. Every other man I see on there is he talking about how the next man dress. Pull your pants up. Okay. That's cool. But my thing is this. At the end of the day, you might have to worry about the guy who already have his pants up that's willing to pull it down and try to rape a woman. That's the dude you need to worry about the most. It's ridiculous. I come from a family of women who've been raped and molested. That's why I talk about it a lot. And I see the pain and hurt. Some of them, they still bring it up. I can't even go around certain family members because they don't trust, because of what they've been through. So if I'm a man, I'm around a couple of kids, they don't want me there. Because all they know is what happened to them back in the days. That's no fun. Like I said before, man, like we need to talk about serious issues, man. That ain't serious to me, man. I don't care. I'll give a damn about some other man wearing tattoos and all. I could care less. I care less. I understand. I don't get it. I can't even find that one man stand up for rights of people not being assaulted. I can't find that one. But I can find a bunch of men that's always talking about some next man some next man not pulling his pants up. It's ridiculous. All day long, respect yourself. Pull your pants up. Okay, we get the message already. But you making that more of an issue than the fucking rapists and the fucking molesters. How is that? When you got women and children, women in your family. When you got sisters and mothers. And aunties. And a lot of y'all got daughters. How y'all making that more of an issue than these knuckleheads that be coming in and out of prison sexually assaulting women and children? Explain that to me. This 50-year-old woman should not have been assaulted by these teenage boys. At all. First of all, she's an elder. That's number one. Number two, you don't say you don't do that. You don't disrespect some female who don't want you touching her, you know what I'm saying, because of the fact that you don't know how to control yourself. But I can't hear that one guy